Scroll TikTok long enough and you'll eventually see them. Brightly colored gummies, chocolate bars wrapped in psychedelic art, product descriptions using words like magic mushroom, microdose, plant-based psychedelic, and legal shrooms. They're sold openly. No prescription, no age verification, no warning labels. They look harmless. They look trendy. They look legal. But behind the packaging is a growing public health problem, one that has already sent people to the hospital and in some cases cost them their lives. Tonight, this documentary investigates the truth behind so-called legal mushroom gummies and chocolates, why they're everywhere, what's actually inside them, and why health officials are now warning people not to consume them at all. For decades, psilocybin mushrooms, commonly known as magic mushrooms, were illegal across most of the United States. But as public attitudes began to shift, so did the market. Cities decriminalized possession, clinical trials explored psychedelic therapy, mainstream media reframed psychedelics as medicine, and where curiosity grows, business follows. Suddenly, products began appearing that looked like psychedelic edibles, but claimed to be completely legal. They weren't calling them psilocybin, they were calling them mushroom microdose blends, magic mushroom alternatives, legal shroom gummies, plant-based psychedelic experiences. And increasingly, these products moved beyond smoke shops and gas stations and onto the TikTok shop, where impulse buying meets algorithmic promotion. No education, no context, just bright packaging and vague promises.
We call it the wild, wild west of toxicology out there right now.
Dr. Avery McKenzie says last fall was the first time she heard about mushroom gummies like these.
Patients that had taken these mushroom gummies. And I think usually when people hear mushroom gummies, they think like psilocybin.
Psilocybin is the hallucinogenic component in magic mushrooms, which are illegal in Virginia and most places. The products sold here at some smoke shops and convenience stores are marketed as containing Amanita muscaria mushrooms or a mushroom blend, which are not illegal.
I kind of scratched my head and said, wait, why are we marketing those now? Like, what's going on?
Dr. McKenzie and her team tested 5 products sold in Charlottesville. 3 of them actually contain psilocybin and other substances not listed on the packaging,
including ephedrine and phenethylamines, which are kind of just stimulants. We also found caffeine, which is a little less concerning, obviously. And then we also found kratom. Kratom is an opioid substance. And so I think that's, all those things were concerning to me because maybe users don't know that those things are there.
Even the legal mushrooms these products claim to contain can cause stomach issues and seizures, Dr. McKenzie says. While the patients that went to the hospital turned out to be okay, officials say one of them was a 3-year-old who had to stay overnight.
That's one of my fears, is that we're going to start seeing more as these products are still out there. We're going to see more kids get into these things as well. And because they're smaller and have, they can be more affected by these substances, have more severe symptoms.
VCU's Poison Center confirms they too have seen several cases in the Richmond metro of illness caused by these mushroom gummies, including in children. Dr. McKenzie says, just because something is sold at a store doesn't mean it's safe.
These companies that are producing these gummies are just using that to say, hey, this is a legal substance, we can market that. We just won't put the other stuff on there. So I would be very, very cautious with what you're buying and know that even if the label says it's one thing, there's a very, very good chance that it's not what it says it is.
We reached out to Virginia's Consumer Protection Agency about this. They say do not take any products that you buy at a store that claim to have psychedelic effects because of the reasons you just heard. They also say if you notice that a store is selling something that has psilocybin in it, you should report it to law enforcement. Jake Burns, CBS 6.
Most consumers believe one of two things. Some think these products contain real psilocybin sold legally through a loophole. Others think they're getting something close enough, a gentler, safer alternative to magic mushrooms. But both assumptions are wrong, because in reality, most of these products contain no psilocybin at all. That's not speculation, that's lab-tested fact. In 2025, researchers and journalists began testing mushroom-themed edibles sold at smoke shops and convenience stores. The results were shocking. A Scientific America investigation reported none of the tested products contained psilocybin or psilocin, a psychoactive compound found in magic mushrooms. Instead, labs found undisclosed active ingredients, substances never listed on the label. Some were stimulants, some were synthetic psychoactives, some had little to no human safety data at all. Oregon State University confirmed similar findings, stating many magic mushroom edibles contain no psilocybin and instead included other psychoactive compounds not disclosed to consumers. This means buyers were not just misled, they were unknowingly ingesting drugs they never consented to taking. Some products do contain mushrooms, just not the ones people think. A common ingredient found in these edibles is Amantia muscaria. This is a red mushroom with red dots, the one from fairy tales. It contains compounds like muscumol, ibotenic acid. These act on GABA receptors, not serotonin. The effects are unpredictable. Dissociation, delirium, confusion, severe nausea, loss of motor control. The FDA has explicitly warned against Amantia in food products, stating the FDA is aware of reports of adverse events associated with products containing Anamantia muscaria. Consumers should avoid these products, yet many labels never clearly mention Amantia at all.
Well, a warning from state health experts. The FDA and the CDC all warning to not buy or eat Diamond Shrooms mushroom products. That includes chocolates and gummies. Now, as of July 8th, health teams have documented roughly 60 people in at least 27 states becoming severely ill, including at least one person in Grant County.
At least one death is also under investigation. Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling talked to a local shop owner in Everett about the recall and what to look out for when purchasing this type of product. Jen?
The shop owner I talked to says there are several types of brands of these sweet treats on the market containing a type of legal magic mushroom. He says with the industry being so new, it's important for retailers and consumers to know where their product is coming from in order to keep themselves safe.
It gives you a really chill, relaxed effect.
Evergreen Smoke and Vape Shop has around 5 brands of products made of Amanita mushrooms, accounting for 15 to 20% of the sales in the store.
For us, we carry a lot of the Tray House.
Owner John Liu says the industry is around 2 years old, and while psilocybin is illegal, Amanita products are currently legal to sell.
This is juicy mango, really good flavor.
He says recently their wholesaler offered a newer brand called Diamond Shrooms, which is now the subject of a nationwide recall. The details posted on the company's website.
The wholesalers contacted us about roughly 2 weeks ago, and the moment that we got a notice, we just pulled them off the shelves.
The FDA posted an online list of those products involved.
We pulled, I believe, 7 flavors off. That included both the cones, the chocolates, and the gummies as well.
Though no illnesses were reported in Western Washington, one case was reported in eastern Grant County. The FDA says so far 58 illnesses have been reported in 27 states, with 50 of 58 seeking medical care and 30 patients hospitalized. One potential associated death is under investigation.
In late 2024, health officials began investigating a cluster of severe illnesses linked to mushroom chocolate bars and gummies sold under the brand Diamond Shroom. The CDC reported, as of October 31, 2024, 180 illnesses, 73 hospitalizations, and 3 deaths were potentially associated with Diamond Shroom products. Symptoms included severe vomiting, altered mental state, seizures, loss of consciousness. The products were marketed as psychedelic mushroom edibles. They were sold legally, and they were anything but safe. The CDC and FDA issued a joint warning urging consumers do not eat any Diamond Shroom products. Then came another bombshell. In December 2025, the California Department of Public Health tested mushroom gummies and chocolate bars sold under the brand Treehouse. What they found was worse. Lab analysis revealed illegal synthetic psychedelics including 4-acetosi-DMT, 4-acetosi-DET. Both are Schedule I substances, illegal to sell, illegal to possess. California officials warn, consumers should not eat these products due to the presence of illegal psychoactive substances. These products were sold openly, marketed as legal, and distributed nationwide. So how do these products stay on shelves? Simple, the supplement loophole. Dietary supplements in the US do not require pre-approval. Manufacturers can change ingredients, rebrand products, avoid testing, and disappear overnight. By the time regulators flag one product, 5 more appear under new names, and online marketplaces including TikTok Shop struggle to enforce their own rules at scale. TikTok policies prohibit drug sales, but enforcement is inconsistent, and the algorithm doesn't care what's legal, only what sells. Psychedelics are having a cultural moment, but regulation hasn't caught up. People want therapy, escape, curiosity, a shortcut, and these products exploit that demand. They look safe, they look fun, they look approved, but they're not. If a product claims magic mushrooms, microdosing, legal shrooms, or psychedelic effects, and it's sold at a gas station, smoke shop, or on the TikTok shop, you do not know what's inside it. Even doctors don't. Until regulation catches up, these products remain a gamble, one that's already sent hundreds to the ER. The packaging lies, the labels mislead, and the consequences can be permanent.